Bless your brothers and sisters. Bless close relatives and important friends. Bless people connected with your duties. Bless your enemies or miscreants, if any, with kindness, so that they also change and lead a good life. Let us bless the Vethathirian principles of world peace called Vethathirium. Be blessed by the divine. Let us bless the World Community Service Center. Be blessed by the divine. Let us bless the Temple of Consciousness at Aliyah. Be blessed by the divine. Let us bless all the meditation centers across the world. Be blessed by the divine. Let us bless all the participants and the families of today's program. Be blessed by the divine. Let us take the twofold moral oath. I, in my lifetime, will not give pain to others physically or mentally. To the extent possible, I will remove the pain of others. I, in my lifetime, will not give pain to others physically or mentally. To the extent possible, I will remove the pain of others. I, in my lifetime, will not give pain to others physically or mentally. To the extent possible, I will remove the pain of others. We now expand our mind and bless the entire world. Rain may pour on all parts of the world timely and sufficiently. Food grains may grow abundantly to the satisfaction of all living beings. Leaders of all nations may grow spiritually and do good service to humanity. May the whole world enjoy prosperity, happiness, and peace. May there be peace within us. May there be peace around us. May there be peace in the whole world. Peace, peace, peace. Gently rub your palms and fingers, pass the energy over the face. Raise your hands, take a deep breath, bring your hands down, and open your eyes. Thank you all for this beautiful meditation. Once again, a warm welcome to all of you.
Recording in progress.
Special session on the daily English meditation group of Sky Yoga Online. Special because on Saturdays, apart from the usual meditation, Kayakalpa, etc., we also invite a speaker who's got a lot of exposure to Vethathirium, who has done a lot of work in that field. And by that, we would definitely be better off. And this Saturday would be a beautiful day for us. Today, the topic itself is very interesting, hype and Vethathirium. Okay. So just last week, we heard about Vedanta and Vethathirium. And today it is hype and Vethathirium. Today in the modern world, everything is market oriented. And so there's a lot of hype about everything. Okay. Now, it's very interesting. The topic itself, title itself is very interesting. Just like you, we are all eager to listen to Priya ji. But before that, I would like to give a small introduction about her. And believe me, there's no hype in that. Okay, she's a multi-talented, multifaceted personality. I won't remember all of them, so I'll just go through it. Okay, so she's a MBA in IT, and currently she's doing advanced diploma in our Sky Yoga. She's a Siddha medical practitioner. She's a vocalist in Carnatic music, performing leading classes. She's a homeschool mom as well for the 4th grade and 2nd grade students. She worked as program manager and software engineer in companies like SDGE, etc., etc. and in Singapore till 2024. She is serving as a Sky teacher at Sky Yoga Beers, that is meant for children, as part of the Sky program. She served as a core team member of Tulis 3.0 team part of Sky. In fact, only the last 3 weeks, Sky Yoga Online has been holding programs for children, and she has been playing a very important role. And children liked her, okay, storytelling and all those things. And she's serving as a San Diego Sky Center. She's also a Thevar Bodhvar, serving as a Tamil teacher at San Diego Tamil School, etc., etc., etc. Okay, it goes on, but you can see how varied interest she is, and in so many different ways she has been contributing to society. So now I'll hand over the mic to her and expand on what it is hype and Vethathiri. Over to you, madam.
வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன். Thank you so much, Balachandran Aya. Whatever he said is like just a point. I think our Guru has done like much, and he's our inspiration. So let me share my screen. So let me know if you all can see my screen.
Yes. Actually, it is loading.
Okay.
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay. Thank you, Bhartiji. So yeah, good evening and good morning to few people here in US, and good evening to people who live in India. So wherever you are, so it's so happy and first let me thank the entire Sky Online team for giving me such a great opportunity to share whatever little I have learned so far. So hype and Vethathirium. So what does hype really means? Any guesses out there? Anyone like to guess? So if you please put it in the chat. I'd love to read from you all. So let me just jump on. So what is hype? H, humble. The first thing I noticed with our Guru, Vethathiri Maharishi, and even Balachandran Aya, for that matter, is the humility, the simplicity, right? So whatever the knowledge we gain, it's just little, right? In Tamil, they used to say, "Katrathu kaiyalavu," right? So that humbleness is what which really gives so in Vethathirium. And why is for youthful? So you all know, right? We have Kayakalpa and the exercises which keeps us youthful at heart. We can say our Bhartiji and Balachandranaya is so enthusiastic and youth still at heart, and then they are doing more than whatever we are doing, right? So P for powerful, which increases our soul power, right? So there is one line in Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam which says, whoever does the ojas, they are the brightest atmas, right? So the soul power increases. Just not infinite, right? It's increases exponentially infinite. So that's the beauty, right? So that is what hype really means. So let's see what is Vethathirium. So we all know the Vethathirium is human excellence, right? So that's what our Maharishi says. And we have so many courses parallelly connected to Vethathirium, right? Brahmajnanam, then the Arulnidhi course and advanced diploma, right? So what all this teaches us? It mainly teaches us how to attain perfection, right? But what does perfection really means? What exactly Vethathiri Maharishi says? So before jumping on that, I want to just say, what is Vethathiri? So Veda means to know, right? So somebody beautifully named with their parents' blessings as Vethathiri, right? To our Guru. So Atri means mountain, right? So know yourself the immense mountain which is God inside you, right? So let's see what really it means. So, how can we achieve or attain this hype? Through pure mind, the pure mind, right? Healthy body and pure soul. It's just 3 steps. See, it's so beautiful. What really hype is pure mind, healthy body, and pure soul. So, what kind of mind do we really have currently? So, let's just observe our own actions, not observing others, just our own actions. So, how do we eat? Recently, like I have seen sitting in the sofa and eating, right? Many people, yes, and not our the back is straight enough to sit, right? Because we all know how we are supposed to sit, right? The energy is upwards when we sit with back straight, right? How are we doing our job in the laptops? We mostly like quench, right? So that's what we mostly try to do. So, do we have limitations in what we do? How are we overcoming these limitations? Are we looking at any of these? Are we observing this? Are we even thinking about this? Let's see. So, how do we get a healthy mind? What is healthy mind, first of all? Caring for every little thought. So, what does Vethathiri Maharshi says, right? So everything starts with a sparkle of just the thought, right? So that's the seed. So constantly being aware of our thoughts. What exactly am I thinking now? Am I thinking about this presentation or is my mind wandering around? So what appreciation I'm going to get after this presentation, right? So the thoughts are very important because from our thoughts, if you see the flow chart there, from the thoughts, the words are created. What I speak is a thought which was created like 2 weeks or 3 weeks before, right? Then the words converts into deeds, and the deeds convert into outcome, right? So this is mainly due to the imprints which is been in our genetic center, right? So this is what healthy mind should be doing. So if we take care of the seed, we don't need to go and wash the tree, right? So the tree might be having issues like diseases like white patches or a lot of insects here and there, right? Instead of if we keep on washing the all the trees or leaves or branches, I think it doesn't going to help much because you're going to keep cleaning and then it's going to reappear the other places, right? So if we take care of the seed root, I think completely takes care of the mind. So then the words are taken care, then the outcome is taken care by itself, right? So we have, what do we have in Vethathirium? So we have how to analyze our thoughts. That's the first basis. So every time when we sit for meditation, if any thoughts arise, what do? We sit and we analyze, right? So if you haven't been part of Vethathirium, I would definitely say this is a right time for you to join. So another example is Gautama Buddha. What he says about the thought. The thought manifests as the word. The word manifests as the deed. The deed develops into a habit, and the habit hardens into character. So, watch the thought and its ways with care, right? You need to give a lot of attention to your thoughts and care and let it spring from love, right? Born out of concern for all living beings. Not just like saying, hey, can you stop? Mind, please don't go here and there. No, it's like a child, right? It's going to need a lot of love to it, to care. So then it's going to listen to you. Yeah? Yes. So, solutions. How can we obtain this mind? Because it's very easy to give advice, right? It's very easy to say, hey, just let's have the healthy mind, pure mind. But how can we obtain that, right? So constantly, Vedatri Maharishi used to say, constantly, if we repeat a particular phrase, right? Like be blessed or Varha Valamudan, right? Or any of your favorite God's name, like Om Saravana Bhava, or many Upanishads have great phrases, right? They have Aham Brahmasmi. So if you can pick any one of them and just constantly just keep saying in your mind, in the back of your mind, the mind is going to cleanse all the ones it's just going to picking up, right? So one such solution. What's another one? Taking quiet time every day, right? It's so important to take at least minimum 30 minutes or so quiet time. Be quiet without your gadgets, without TV, without talking, without gossiping, without doing anything. Just sit down calmly, quietly, doing nothing, where you can just observe your thoughts, what's coming up, right? Because the God is going to talk to you, right? When you're quiet. What's next? Providing noble thoughts to your mind. Before sleeping, right? You can write some affirmations. What kind of affirmations can we write? Like, I am a, what do you say? I do exercise daily. Sky yoga, the simplified exercises, the first thing in the morning, every single day. If you're not doing, or if you're not able to do with because of your imprints, right? So, if we keep putting this good affirmations in yourself, it's going to help you to do that and overcome that, whatever the obstacles you're facing, and it will come into the reality. So, what's next? Keep learning new things or new languages, challenging your mind, right? So, you might be having a goal, right? So, you can connect a goal and then a learning new thing to it and then start doing it consistently because your mind really needs some challenges to face. If it feels it's easy, suppose if we take an example of driving a car, so what does it do? It goes to autopilot automatically if you are in a known direction. But if you take a new direction, right, it's very alert. It says like, okay, what? How should I go? Where should I maneuver? How should I maneuver, right? So that's how the mind works. So every single day, it doesn't matter whether you succeed in it or not. Just keep attempting to learn something new is challenging your mind, right? So one tip which I personally do it in my own thing is whatever I have personally do is what I'm sharing right now. So one tip is like you learn something with your own kid, right? Because anyway, you'll be keep telling your kids, hey, do this, do that, right? But how many times did we think that, what am I doing, right? So if we can learn something along with them, that's going to help them and you. It's like a win-win both, right? Yes. So that's, we covered up the mind now. So let's go to the body. What kind of body do we have recently? What are we seeing around us? So we can't focus because too many thoughts are coming around, right? The kid says, I couldn't focus. They're not able to sit in one place for few minutes or even 10 or 20 minutes, right? And how is the back? It's like, oh, it's ouch, it's aching here. Okay, too much of computer system time. So the neck gets into the pain, right? So these are the different things what we see in the body recently with even with the youngsters, right? It's not about the age because old people are all like they're all doing their job. If they're doing exercises, they're going to be fit, right? So let's see how can we attain the healthy body. So, what does Vethathirium says? Vethathirium says every single day, if you take care of your body, then you need the simplified exercises, right? It's not even very hard. Like you do, what do you say, Patanjali yoga, like too hard enough to do, kind of like bend your things and do. He's so kind enough. I wouldn't couldn't imagine any other guru can be so kind hearted to give such a simple exercises to all ages from 8 to 80 years, right? So covering up all the major points in our body, that is nadis, right? So we have 108 nadis in our body. So when we cleanse and clear all the blocks flowing through this 108 nadis, we're going to be healthy, right? No blockings, so no pain. So this is a great chance to think about and reassess for us to do the exercises every single day. And if you're not aware of it, it's an open chance for you to kind of like help and learn. Or if you know even yoga, some physical activities like our ancestors do, right? Because we are mostly sitting on the chair recently, even the young kids, right? So getting taking your body and getting around with your body and moving around really helps for a healthy body. So how can we obtain? Again, saying is so easy, right? Applying comes with a lot of effort. So, to become a teacher where we introspect without fail if we do it or not, right? So, one such solution could be to become a yoga teacher where you don't have a chance right now, you have to do it, right? Because you can introspect yourself. Without you being doing yourself, you cannot apply or teach to other people, right? So, one such solution is you can think about becoming a teacher. Then you can track yourself with a book, with a simple notebook like this, having just ticking whatever you have every day, whether you did it or not. That's okay if you have skipped something, but just tracking those exercises, those days will motivate you. Hey, you have done like 4 days in a week. So let me cover up for 2 more days, which I skipped because of these reasons through your introspection. Then you know how to overcome them, right? So maybe you can have your own kid as a tracker for accountability because they are very clever and smart. They will never put you down. They'll remind you until you get up and do it. I promise you, because it's my own experience. And then writing affirmation again. Before you go to sleep, right? Anything is stumbling you and you're not able to do it, right? Just put it there in that book or before sleeping because it goes to your subconscious mind, right? So that subconscious mind input really helps you to overcome that and do it. Maybe it might take some time if you're like too lazy, or what I would say is because of imprints in your genetic center, it might not allow. So putting these informations there might be helping you over the period depending upon how much obstacles you have. Then committing to exercise with a friend or a co-worker, right? So we all have co-workers, then friends, right? So we can have maybe as a partnership, like let's do it, right? So then we don't have like a hard stop over there. For sure, we'll be somehow trying to meet them and do it. Then the lifestyle, very important, right? Choosing healthy food and on a daily basis. Just ask yourself how many tablets do you take every single day? And is it really needed? If we just change our lifestyle, it's going to just a little changes in your single, it's not like an immense change, right? Waking up early before the sun rises. Lot of things like this helps your body and mind. And choosing wisely for eating your vegetables, pizza or a vegetable, healthy fresh food, right? So choice is yours. So always make a good choice. So now what did we achieve? So we got the healthy body and healthy mind. So what does this do? The healthy body and healthy mind makes a happy human. So you keep yourself very happy. So you'll not be grumpy, or you'll not be like complaining mode. Hey, I didn't get this or I didn't get that, right? So you're so happy inner. So you don't care what's happening in the outer world. So let's target the soul now, because we covered Priya's soul and healthy body. So the last one is the soul, which is very, very important, right? So what kind of soul do we have? It's pure when it came. It's for sure because it's divine, right? But what do we carry recently? We carry so many things, right? Because of lot of thoughts, we are not aware of what kind of thoughts do we really carry the whole day, right? Because we don't take pause, we don't take a break, we just keep going and running and running and running and doing the same thing every single day. Are we questioning ourselves? Why am I doing this? What am I getting on doing this, right? So let's see. We see mental health everywhere buzzing around, right? Yes. And let's see. So, how can we achieve the purity in the soul? So, we juggle a lot of things today, right? Like we do parallelly, just do this and then check the phone. We are hearing to the speech and we kind of like keep checking our messages, keep checking our emails. We are running on our toes and doing many things parallelly. But what did our old people or ancestors do? One at a time, doing only one task, no multitasking. Only when we do one at a time, we can go deeper and deeper. We can do many facets, we can put different hats. I'm not meaning that. What I exactly mean is doing something at the same time, which will not give you any fruit, right? It's going to barely give you, but if you put your more complete attention to it, you might get a lot more what you didn't even imagine. So every day when you eat oats, please remember this. That's what it says, oat. So being mindful in what we do, right? So are we, if when we wash the vessels, right, what do we do recently? Dishwasher here in US, and cooking, we just put go, okay, let's play something, keep it aside, and then let's do it parallelly, right? So same thing again. But are we just soaking ourselves in what we do? Let's question ourselves. I'm going to question myself too, right? So let's try to be more mindful in what we do. And pranayama every day. We think it's so simple and easy, right? In every meditation, the first thing we do is, what do we do? Pranayama, right? Then only we go to Nadi Shuddhi. So it's so important. We don't even know how much it's helping us. The Vethathirium says the first thing is pranayama before meditation. So, and our Guru has provided the variety of meditations, 9 kinds of meditations for us, right? So, Panchabhuta and Panchendriya, right? Shanti meditation, so many different meditation. And Kayakalpam. What is Kayakalpam says in Veda is, we have 4 Vedas, right? So, our body is something which is very important to realize or attain perfection. So, the Sky Kalpam really helps to strengthen this Atma, the soul, right? So, that's why it takes only 7 minutes. What a brilliant man is our Guru and a great scientist. Only 7 minutes Sky Kalpam, right? Introspection to come out of the different attachments we have. Everybody has attachment, including me, right? So our Guru teaches us how to come out of our attachments. How can we do that? Only through introspection. When it's paining, it's hurting with anything we are going through or any people, that means we have a bondage there, right? So for us to introspect. So these are the varieties of things available for purifying our soul. What exactly we can apply, which I have applied in my life. So the solutions, whatever I provide, is from my own experience. So doing meditation every single day. So you might be in the beginner level or in the intermediate level, right? So we never know. All the days are the same, not the same day, right? So you might have some disturbances, never matter. But consistently every single day, if we start applying, I think it's going to help us. Our Guru is there always to be help in the Sukshma way, right? So attending the satsangs daily, right? Even if it's not daily, at least weekly once. So being in the group of the similar thought. So that really helps. So even if we are lower, that satsang helps us to enhance us and uplift us. So, like this group meditation, Sky Yoga Online has every single day, right? So, we should take advantage of it. So, introspect for our mindful work. Am I doing all the work? So, if I close my eyes, did I start my day with my mindful work and did I end from morning till evening before I sleep? Was all my work mindful? That's okay if it's not. Then which one work can I pick this week to get the mindful way of doing that work, right? Then we have pen pals, right? Yes, we have pen pals and we introduce that to our kids. Why don't we introduce introspect pal, right? So why can't we share our introspection with one of the person who is very close and know us very, very deeply, right? So that can really help us and be accountable and not forget to do introspect, right? Because our Maharishi says, Vethathirium says, without meditation or without introspection, we cannot attain. Both are hand in hand, right? So every single day, introspection is a must. So if we forget, let's have an introspect pal. Yes. What is next? Ojas. Before every food, to have that spiritual craving, that vairagya, right? So if we, what is our body made of? Whatever the food we have eaten so far, right? So, whatever the thoughts it had. So, when we do ojas, it really helps to have that divine energy and the food to digest and without having any problem in our body, right? So, this speeds up our spiritual progress to attain perfection. So, hope you can take some advantages of these. So, what did we learn? Let's summarize. Pierce mind. So we had learned a lot of solutions. Healthy body, pure soul, right? So what do you all think now? We finally arrived what is Vethathirium and what is hype, right? So let's summarize hype. Humble, youthful, powerful, and what is next? Any guesses? Do you remember? Exponentially infinite, right? Not just infinite, exponentially infinite. So, yes, hype is nothing but our Vethathirium. The natural attributes of soul are infinite knowledge, infinite vision, infinite energy, and infinite bliss. So, if we summarize, our Vethathirium is nothing but our infinite soul power. So let's take this beautiful thought to ponder upon today and think what really it changed or it just caught your mind. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity, whatever the little I have learned. and be blessed by the divine.
Thank
And
you,
I would like to,
very well. What a pleasant and wonderful speech it was. At the outset, let me thank you for your compliment on us, on me or on me too, saying we are energetic. Thank you so much. I am much.
you are GK Bharati ma'am, you are.
I think it's not hype. And Priya very well. I feel it is the other name for a smiling face. Yes. And then your powerful voice, a pleasant voice, and also a strong words. Your strong words will definitely help anyone to have a strong, healthy body and mind. I'm sure of it. That is
Thank you.
pleasant. That is your pleasant stature. Make us go into sky yoga more and more. Initially, when I just saw the topic, hype and Vethathirium, Priya Vadivel is going to talk about that. I was wondering. I just searched the Google and all. Hype means it is that is something exaggeration and then advertisement and all. What she is going to tell about this hype? Does our Vethathirium require any advertisement? Like that, I was just thinking. Then, of course, you are given a small video, and then I just thought probably this hype is capital in capital words. You are going to just say something. It's only an abbreviation, and you finally said that hype is nothing but Vedadriya. It's so nice, and even a small child. Of course, you are one of the Tulira that is teachers. As I could understand how you have been chosen to be a Tulip teacher, and how nicely you are explaining the children, how nicely you would have explained the children, I could guess, even though I didn't participate in it. So nice of you, Priya Vadivel. It's, we would like to see more Priya Vadivel into our Sky online programs, so that many of us, not only children, but we too, from 8 to 80, everybody will get engaged with the happy life and all. Thank you so much, Priya Vadivel. And
Thank you.
dear friends, anybody having any questions, please raise your hands. Yes, Suresh Palraj is right here. Can you mute?
Yeah, I muted. Thank you, Bharati madam, Vargolaman. Thank you, Bharatchandran Naiya, Vargolaman. Thank you, Priya madam. Wonderfully covered. Like whatever Bharati madam said, everything is very applicable. And I wanted to say that. Pleasant, soothing voice, very persuasive in a good way, talking about this Vethathirium. So the question I had was, he talked about the healthy body, soul, mind. And one other thing I was noticing is probably, all of these things, whatever you said is covered as like, growth mindset in the corporate world. And we pay hefty money to learn whatever you said, but you said it to us all for free. Thank you so much for that. What about the sleep? What is your practice with sleep? You talked about preparation to go to sleep, and then as soon as you wake up, what you do. But the duration of sleep, what is your practice? What is your recommendation? And for the kids as well. And then how do you connect with kids? So that is also because you're talking to young kids. I have older kids, but how do we connect with kids? Thank you so much.
Varhavalamudan Suresh sir. Thank you for that question, because that gives an opportunity for me to explore and tell me. So personally, I have two kids who is 10 and 8. I have read a lot of kids book when I've before even I got my kids. So I studied about a lot of Montessori things and how we could raise our kids as much as possible in an efficient way. So to put it on that way. So yeah, I recommend to interact with your own kids more whenever you have time, to bond with your kids. because only when we bond and when we connect, when we say something, so they could listen. So this is something from my personal experience, and a lot of authors says the same thing. So we try to correct our kids before even we connect sometimes. So first, if we could connect and then correct, so that really helps. So trying to kind of like put our legs in their shoes, and still, of course, we have to say no to say no for things which is not good for them. Keeping long hours in front of the system, and a big no for the phone. Even Vethathiri Maharishi is there in this phone too, but then still, it's not good for them. Yeah. So the main thing what I would say is the rhythm of the day. So if we have a rhythm for them every single day, so that is very easy for them to kind of like follow through as a habit. So I think it doesn't come with one day because they have grown up with different habits and different rhythms. So it takes like time one by one with healthy lifestyle. First thing to start off with is going early to bed. So it starts with there, as you asked, rightly asked. Yes, going early to bed and rising early is this big secret, which takes care of the rest of the things. So even our guru used to wake up very early, like 3 o'clock, right? So, but I don't know if we can say that to kids. But then, for sure, at least before sun rises is the best thing for their body to be healthy, to be in the rhythm of the sun always. That really helps. And going to bed not more than after 9 o'clock is a big no in my own experience. I put my phone in aside after that, and I try to have a routine, meditate, and then whatever I can do, and then introspect a little, and then write affirmations before I sleep. So whatever the solutions I shared is from my own experience.
And in terms of the duration, is it 7 hours, 8 hours, or 6 hours?
It doesn't matter, Suresh sir, because I feel the sleep is because I'm a Siddha practitioner also.
Mm.
It doesn't matter. The hours doesn't matter. It depends upon how deep you sleep. So because mostly in our online sessions like YouTube's or anything says 8 hours sleep is a must, right? So it doesn't matter. So you can keep working or doing whatever you can do until you get uh, right, like 4 hours 5 hours is good enough, but how deep you sleep, so that matters really. Because these days kids doesn't sleep very deep because they are under the systems, they don't get the sleep very early as well. So if they put off the system or TV or any screen time before 1 hour of sleep, then the mind says, because there is a cycle which goes on only. In those days, if you remember, there was no lights. They used to only lit the lamp. So even I have grown up in such a way from a lower middle class family, so I know how it was. So the experience to share. So yeah, it was it because the lights has to be very dimmed after 6 o'clock. So that itself tells your mind that yes, it's a sunset has happened. It's time to sleep. So
Thank you, madam. Varshalam.
Varhavlamran Suresa.
Yes, very nicely said, Priya. That is, it's not the hours that matter, but how strong, how deep you sleep, that matters. Yes, definitely. Uh, and then, Balachandra, are you there? Sir?
Yes, madam. Priya ji, yes, as usual, it was a very wonderful presentation in a very simple way. In fact, I was very curious about the title. Hype and Vethathirium, they don't go together at all. How can you attach the word hype to Swamiji? But then I didn't understand that hype also can stand for humility and youthfulness, powerful and exponentially infinite. And that exactly represents Swamiji. I just recollect one instance. India Today editor. Okay. So she had come to our ashram and she had a discussion with Swamiji. I happened to be there. I mean, I was accompanying her. And Swamiji at that time was 92. And when she was asking some questions, he was talking about world peace, this plan, that plan, like an energetic young boy with so much of passion. So then she writes an article about Swamiji in India Today. And then she says, 92-year young. At 4 different places, she says, I can't write 92-year-old for him. So that is Swamiji. So age is not the physical age. Again, the number of hours of sleep is not the number of hours, as you have rightly mentioned. It's not the quality of life, quality of sleep, quality of your thought. Then all this humility, youthfulness, all those things will be there, and you'll be one with nature. Then automatically the body will tell you what is okay. The mind will tell you what is okay. So you don't have to refer to a particular timetable. Okay. So you are in tune with nature. So that's exactly what hype will take you. Thank you very much. Excellent speech. We would like you to come more often to our system and share your thoughts.
Sure. So it's my blessing actually. Today it was a wonderful meditation session also, Balachandranaya, to go through your meditation. So thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity, Bharti ma'am and Balachandran sir and Sky Yoga Online team.
Thank you, Priya, very well. Actually, that is when I went through the your biodata, I wanted to just take rest in between. I wanted some time to breathe because I could not just go on reading the long biodata information on you. And presently you are on Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita, and also your hobby is gardening. That it shows how you are attached with the society and nature. Yes, that's you, which leads to self-realization. Yes, you are actually traveling in the right path and helping others also to travel, to join you in this travel. That's nice of you, Priya, very well. And we are indeed very happy. I am indeed very happy to see your smiling face. Yes, I think I should also cultivate that from you. So nice of you. And
That's so kind of you, Bharti ma'am, to say that every single bit is the seed from our Guru, Sri Vethathiri Maharishi. So every single bit.
definitely. As he himself is the mountain of Vedas, as you are told, isn't it? So just by seeing his face and all, we could learn a lot. Of course, I think that is whenever we used to meet him, that is, he used to just call us by name and smile and just bless us. That was great of him. He was a great man, and whatever he does, that was very great indeed. And any dear friends, anybody else having any questions? It's only a discussion session. Anyone wants to participate? Okay, Balachandran, shall we conclude, Balachandran?
Yeah, you please conclude with our usual announcements about our online programs. And
thank you so much once again, Priya Vadivel, for your excellent speech. And thank you, Professor Balachandran, for your continued guidance. And dear participants, thank you all for your participation. And we will have another nice speaker next week, next Saturday, with another nice topic on Vethathirium. And actually, we are having this kind of yoga online meditation daily, followed by thought for the day. And in the morning session, we are having simplified physical exercises, that is video, and also Kayakalpa yoga. Of course, Kayakalpa yoga video is played in the evening too. Please do join and enjoy the bliss. And I have one more announcement, that is foundation course is being conducted twice monthly, that is on 1st and 16th of every month, and Kayakalpa Yoga, the second Sunday of every month. Even certificate course is there. Kindly do bring in more of your friends and relatives so that they will also join us in enjoying the bliss of Vethathirium. Thank you all. Be blessed by the divine.
I'd also like to thank Bharati Madam for conducting this program so beautifully. Thank you all. Be blessed. We conclude the session with this. Be blessed.
Recording stopped.